Hello everyone, it's Meg and welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. It is Monday the 12th of April. It is sunny outside, it's cold but it is sunny, and I'm doing another reading vlog. And this reading vlog follows the week after my last reading vlog, so I will leave that in the description if you want to go and check that out. But it is my day after day, which is very nice, and it is actually the day where non-essential retail and libraries and museums and most importantly bookshops are going to be reopening today, which is very exciting. So I 100% plan on making a trip to the bookshop at some point this week. I'm not going to do it today because I'm actually going to go and see my aunt and uncle with my parents, and we're going to go and sit out in the garden and have lunch together. So that's what we're going to do. But my next day off is Sunday, so I plan on a little self-care trip to the bookshop. I have not stepped inside a bookshop in 6 months, and I am so freaking excited. So I'm going to make a little afternoon of it and do a little self-care date because I haven't done one of those in ages and I really miss doing them. So that is kind of my main plan for this week. I'm very excited for it. I don't really have many other plans apart from that. I will try and include a little bit of writing in this vlog as well because I didn't do as much as I wanted last week, which is kind of unfortunate. I feel like I'm very much learning to balance all of my writing because I have a couple of projects going on at the moment, obviously with my novel, and I'm writing a poetry pamphlet and entering competitions, and this month it is April, which I did briefly mention in my last vlog, which is like a poetry challenge where you have to write and share one poem a day. I was totally unprepared, so I'm just going to post for that as much as I can, but just try and find a little bit of balance hopefully this week because I feel like I really need to do that. But I might as well tell you guys what I'm currently reading. I'm still reading the same books in last vlog. I don't know if I'll finish them. I'd like to say I could finish them, but I'm not entirely sure just because I've got a lot of other stuff to do this week. But I'm still reading The Other Bennett Sister by Janice Hadlow. I have read more since that last vlog. I am now on page 476, so I have less than 200 pages left, and it's not long since I started part 4, so there's 5 parts to this novel, and I'm still really enjoying it. Obviously this book brought me a lot of joy if you watched my last vlog. I'm very much looking forward to continuing with it, and it's just such a comforting read. I feel like kind of this next bit of the book, or the book with London, there's a few bits that I'm not quite as engaged with as compared to other parts of the novel, but honestly I'm still enjoying it. I still think it's going to be my favourite book of the year so far. Very much looking forward to it, very much tabbing it up like hell. The tabs keep on coming, there are so many, and I adore this book. I'm going to have to really write my thoughts down after I've read this because I just adore it so much. So I'm going to take this with me today. I don't know if I'll really do any reading, or don't know if I'll really vlog anything from today when I'm out, but we shall see. But yeah, so this is where I'm up to, and like I said, it'd be cool if I could finish it. Technically I could if I really put my mind to it, but just because I'm trying to focus more on my writing, I don't think I will finish it. But like I said, we shall see. So that is the book I'm currently reading, and I'm very much looking forward to kind of sharing as many thoughts as I can at the moment. Like I said, I'm still enjoying it, but we shall see how. I'm very interested to see how the story goes. Not many plans this week either. I'm just trying to have a positive week and just kind of make this week the best as I can and try to have a really good mindset, because I've kind of been struggling a bit with my mindset recently, subconsciously sometimes. So I feel like what I really need is a break, but that's not going to happen right now obviously because of COVID. So I'm just going to make this week the best that I can, or try to, and try and focus on my writing and all that fun stuff, and kind of just really do concentrate on the things that I need to do and hopefully make some sort of progress, and just, like I said, enjoy my week as well. So yes, I'm going to go and finish now because we're up now what I need to do, because we are going to leave in a minute. Yeah, it'd be really nice to kind of go out somewhere different today. So welcome to this vlog. I hope you guys enjoy it. We shall see what happens for the next week, see what this vlog brings, see what this week brings. Hopefully it brings lots of good things. So yeah, I will go about my day now, go on my little outing for the day, and I will catch you guys when I've done some reading updates or writing updates or something along those lines. It is now Tuesday morning and I have just finished doing my reading for the morning. What's having breakfast? I'm on page 538 and like, oh my god, the tension in this book is real. Like, I don't think you can exactly call it sexual tension because it's Jane Austen retelling, but like the romantic tension, like the tension between these two characters, between Mary and this other character, and I'm just like, just somebody confess their feelings to each other, because I feel like they're all getting mismatched and they're getting confused because nobody's telling everybody anything, and it's just like building up and up and up, and I'm just somebody say something, please put me out of my misery, because these two people are perfect together and they need to be together, but yeah, they're like, nothing's happening. Oh my god, how annoying. But like, this is definitely how we hooked. So like, the Mary's like love interest, I love him, he is great. I feel like they will fit together perfectly. He seems like such a nice person, but like nothing's happening and I want something to happen. And I've got like less than 150 pages left now, so it better not take until the end of the book for this to happen. Otherwise, I'm not going to be very happy about that. As long as they end up together though, that is all that matters. So I just kind of had to talk about that. I wish I could talk about it spoilery, like I said in my last vlog, but obviously I can't. But like, something just needs to happen, you know? Like, it really, really needs to happen. So yeah, like you said, I'm still very much enjoying this book. Even though I need everybody to confess their feelings to each other and not get so mixed up and misread everything. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it. I don't feel like I'm tabbing it quite as much as last time. Like, I feel like my tabs aren't quite as much, but like, I'm still really enjoying it, and I love that they're in the lakes now, by the way, in the Lake District, and I love the descriptions of it. Lake District is a place I've been to quite a few times, so it's really nice kind of seeing that and how they are all so enchanted with it. But yeah, I just had to share my thoughts on the scene that's kind of just happened and the stuff that has been building up, because it's just so much foreshadowing, and I'm just like, I hope it actually happens. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be impressed. Yeah, so just had to, like, you know, talk about that on here, get my thoughts out, because I'm very frustrated and I just want it to happen. But yeah, there we go. They are my morning thoughts for my reading. So apart from my reading, I haven't done anything particularly exciting. I don't even think I've really done much footage between opening this vlog up yesterday, but I edited a video yesterday and it's all scheduled and done, which is great. So after work today, my plan is definitely to try and tackle my novel, because I want to finish the second part of my novel by the end of April, or the first draft obviously. So I'm going to try my best to kind of tackle and do a bit of that this evening, which should be fun. And like I said, I'm just going to concentrate on writing for the rest of the week and all that sort of thing, because I don't have to worry about videos until the weekend, which is great. So yeah, that's my update for now. I have also read a tiny bit of Slam, You're Gonna Want to Hear This, which is Chosen by Nikita Gill, which I mentioned in my last vlog. I literally only read a couple of pages. I really need to get on top of this actually, because again, I want to read one poetry book a month and this is my book for April. So I only read a couple. I'm on page 16, so like a couple of pages on from where I was in my last vlog. But I don't have any massive thoughts on it. It's very interesting, but like I said, I need to get on with this a bit more if I'm going to finish it by the end of the month. So yeah, that is my little update for now. I'm going to go and get ready, and I should have time to do a bit of yoga before I have to actually get ready for work, which will be really nice. So yeah, just had to do a little update, and I might end up finishing this by the end of this week. If I do, that'll actually be very exciting, but also very sad, because I really don't want this book to end. And something that I did actually notice with this book is that it's a very long book, like I have said. You can see that it's like about 650 pages, but I've never felt like I want this book to end. Like, I don't feel like I'm waiting for the book to end, waiting for something to pass. Like, I'm always engaged with this book, and I'm not somebody who generally reads big books because I'm very intimidated by them, but I've honestly enjoyed this so much. Like, even though it's a massive book, probably the biggest book I've ever read, like it doesn't drag or anything along those lines. I think it is great, and you really get to see everything just so in depth, and yeah, I just really enjoy it. So if you are kind of a bit nervous about reading big books and you have read Pride and Prejudice, definitely recommend reading Pride and Prejudice before reading this. I definitely recommend picking this up because it's such a joy to read, and you don't notice how long the book is because you're just constantly engaged with the story the whole entire time. But yes, enough of me talking about my books now. I need to go and do some yoga before I get ready for work, and then we will see what the day brings. So that's my little update now, and I'm going to go and do some yoga before I sort myself out for work. Happening. Finally. Like, I'm on the second to last chapter. It's finally happening. We stand. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for Mary. It is now Friday evening, and I have finished The Other Bennet Sister, and I absolutely adore this book so freaking much. This book is pure and utter joy. It was a book that I needed. It was a book that just made me happy, that was such a comfort to me, that gave me all the feels. And like, I cannot recommend this book highly enough, especially if you are a Pride and Prejudice fan or a Jane Austen fan. This is, like I said, it is pure joy. It honestly made me so happy. As you can see, like, look at my final tabs. Like, can you see all of those tabs? Like, this is definitely my most annotated book, and this is a total of 655 pages, which is the biggest book I've ever read, and it's taken me around 2.5 to 3 weeks roughly to read this, and I have never been bored. I was intimidated. I think most people are generally intimidated by big books, but I was never I had no need to be intimidated. I never was hoping for the story to end or to move forward. I love the pacing, I love the characters, I love seeing so many familiar characters and where they are in their lives a couple of years on from the original Pride and Prejudice story. And I also loved getting to meet some new characters and seeing that the original Pride and Prejudice characters react with like the new characters, and I felt the new characters fitted in with the story very well. I loved the storyline and how it went, and I loved Mary's evolution. Like, Mary is such a different person at the end of the book compared to when she was at the start. You see so much growth in her, from her outward appearance to how she interacts with other people and in society, and also her inward transformation transformation as well. Like, it is just absolutely incredible, and you get to feel for Mary so much. She is such an underrated character in the original story, and it's so nice to give her her own light and for her to be able to find happiness and joy in the world, because she truly deserves it. And I was very pleased with how everything kind of wrapped up in the end. I feel like it was a very suitable ending, and yes, I love this book. 5 out of 5 stars. My favourite book of the year so far. One of my favourite all-time books in general, and definitely one of my favourite Pride and Prejudice retellings. I think this, along with the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, is my favourite Pride and Prejudice retellings that I have read so far. So I really love this. Like I said, if you're a Pride and Prejudice fan, I honestly urge you to read this book. Do not be intimidated by the size. It is absolutely fabulous. And yeah, I love this book. You guys should see all of the writing that I have in this book. Like, there is so much. I've never written in a book so much before. I've never tabbed a book so much before. And I'm really sad that this is over. But it was such a good book. It was so freaking good. And that makes me so incredibly happy. It has definitely brought me a lot of joy. And it is a book I will definitely be rereading in the future. And yeah, I cannot recommend this highly enough. I'm so glad that I got to get some of my thoughts on camera, even though I didn't end up doing like a spoilery vlog for this. I just, yes, enjoyed it. So glad that I got to record some of my experience reading it, and I hope that this vlog and my reading experience might encourage you guys to pick it up if you have been thinking about it for a while, because I know a couple of you commented on my last vlog when I was reading this saying that you were excited to read it or you were intimidated by the size of it. But like, I just love hearing your guys' comments about how excited you are to also read this book. So yes, I hope this definitely encourages you to finally pick up this book. I do not think you will be disappointed. It is an absolute joy, and I love it very, very dearly. So now I have to decide what to read next, and I honestly have no clue. Like, my TBR cart is there. I don't know what to read. Like, I'm going book shopping on Sunday, but I feel like I want to read something from a TBR first. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to start anything else tonight. I think I am going to continue reading Slam by Nikita Gill, just because I really want to make some progress in this book, because I want to finish reading it by the end of the month. So I might read some of this evening, just to kind of make a bit more of a head start, and then maybe start something new tomorrow. But yeah, so that's my reading plans for the moment. And I also want to give you guys a little bit of a writing update, because the past 2 evenings I have been having like evening writing sessions. I did do a little bit of vlog footage from it before, and basically I kind of just set the mood for myself, because really the other time I get to write, if it's not on my days off, it's like after work in the evenings. So basically I just set the mood. I had some lo-fi music going on, I had a candle, I like it, the fairy lights, and a cup of tea, and I just sat and wrote, and I have been very successful so far. I have been writing more of my novel, which is lovely because I haven't touched it in a good couple of weeks, so it's really nice to get back to it. And I've done quite a bit of writing for it. Well, I wouldn't say quite a bit. I've done a good couple of poems, maybe 4 or 5 poems for it, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is kind of a lot when you think about the brain power and stuff, because I still have to think of how everything's going to fit in, and I'm trying to do a little bit of planning with the plot as well, because I was like, okay, I'm going to write this in order. Like, my goal for this month was to write the second part of the novel, but I don't think that's accurate. I think I'm going to have to do it by word count, because I think from what I've seen, novels in verse are generally around 10,000 words. So I think it's more like, if I can get to 2,000 words by the end of this month, I think that would be amazing. I'm on like 1,300 or 1,400, something like that at the moment, so I might be able to reach it by the end of this month. Like, that'd be pretty amazing if I could. But I'm just having such a good time. Like, I need to get more consistent with writing it. I'm definitely not where I want to be in terms of writing my novel at the moment. I wanted to be a bit further on than I am, but it's because I have certain scenes and then I don't know where the little bits in between are. So I tend to be jumping back and forth quite a lot. I'm definitely not writing chronologically, which I feel like kind of helps to a certain extent. So that's kind of where I'm at with that at the moment. I'm just really enjoying it, and I find that as I start writing certain poems, like, I'll have other ideas of what to come next in like the next parts, and kind of all those like interlinking bits which I have been struggling with. So very much been enjoying that, and it is 8 o'clock now. I've actually just come back from the horses, which is why I'm in my jumper and I've got my sunglasses on. The sun has definitely gone down now, but I'm going to try and get about an hour of writing in before I go and watch Gardener's World with my parents, which is on in about an hour. So I think I'm going to get changed in my pyjamas, take my makeup off, and just do a little bit of writing before I go and watch some telly. It is Sunday morning and the time has come for me to finally go book shopping. I must admit, this is something I have been looking forward to all week. Like, literally, it's the only thing that's been keeping me going through this week. And now it has actually come. I'm not quite as excited, but I think that's purely for the factor that work was so busy yesterday. Like, I cannot tell you how busy it was. It was the best day we've ever done since I have been working there, since the cafe's ever opened, which is amazing, and I love that for us, but it's just so exhausting. I've been very exhausted throughout the whole entire week, and I think it doesn't help that I work for myself so hard to the point of burnout, so by the time I get to my day off, I'm totally burnt out. But I am very much looking forward to go book shopping. I'm hoping it's not going to be too busy in town. I feel like it is, because some schools are still off. They'll be going back tomorrow, but you know, it's still off, and obviously shops have only been open for a week. But I'm going to go shopping, and I'm also going to go to Superdrug probably because I need to get a few bits and pieces from there. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. So I've got a lovely outfit on, you can't see, but my trousers are fabulous. I will show you an outfit afterwards because I very much enjoy it. But before I go off, I want to give you guys a reading update because I honestly did not know what to pick up next, and because I finished The Other Bennet Sister, I was on like an ostentatious Jane Austen kick. So I ended up picking up Mansfield Park yesterday, and this is the only full-length novel of Jane Austen's that I have not read yet. And I must admit, I don't have high expectations for it because I feel like it's not many people's favourites, and I just don't hear about it as much. So my expectations aren't as high, but I'm listening to the audiobook whilst I am reading this and kind of listening along with the audiobook, because even though I love Jane Austen, I do find her writing a bit more challenging sometimes. So I started this yesterday. I am on page 24, which is chapter 4, and from what I have actually read so far, I'm really enjoying it. And also the audiobooks, when I listen to Jane Austen novels, the audiobook, the narrator that I always choose is Juliet Stevenson. If you are ever interested in wanting to listen to Jane Austen's audiobooks, highly recommend the ones by Juliet Stevenson. I personally listen to my audiobooks via Scribd, but yeah, so if that's something you're interested in, she does like very distinct voices for the characters and her narration is very engaging. So that's what I've been doing with this, and yes, what I have read so far I actually really enjoyed, so we will see what happens throughout the rest of my time reading this. And then I have read a little bit more Slam. I am on page 33 and I'm not loving this book so far. I think it's mainly for the fact that because it's slam poetry is something that's meant to be read and performed out loud. And obviously I'm reading it, so it doesn't quite have the same impact as if it would if I saw a performance of these poets. But I love the variety of poets that are in here. I love like kind of the advice, kind of learning a bit more about these poets and the reasons behind the poems that they've written. I find that really interesting. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to finish this by the end of the month just because I'm not super keen on picking it up, but I think I'll just try and read it as best as I can. So yeah, that's my little reading update. I've started a new book, I'm still reading another book, and I am very much enjoying my current read so far. But like I said, I will see what happens, because I do have low expectations, but I feel like it's better that way, and then I'm not as disappointed if I don't like it. But yeah, so I am going to go out now. It's about 11 o'clock and I got back from the horses a lot earlier than I thought, so we're going to go on a little trip. So without further ado, let's go book shopping. from my little trip into town, into the bookshop. It is actually quite a few hours later now. It is nearly 7:30 and I got so weary by the end of the trip. Like, this past week at work has really worn me out. So I've just been so tired. So I'm only updating you guys now. I literally came home. I had a very late lunch because it was about 2:30 by the time I got home. And then I have been sorting out an outfit for my friend's birthday because we're having a little garden party in a couple of weeks, so I managed to sort that out. And then I have been playing Animal Crossing, and I haven't had a chance to just sit down and play Animal Crossing for a long period of time in absolutely ages, so it's been really nice to be able to do that and kind of work on my island a bit, which is something, like I said, I haven't been able to do in a while. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. So I might as well show you guys the stuff that I got from my little outing. And also, town wasn't as busy as I thought it was going to be. Like, I parked in a multi-storey car park, was very quiet, and luckily town wasn't too busy, and the bookshop was very quiet. I went to my local Waterstones and I got 3 books, and I'm very pleased with my purchases. These are 3 books that I've wanted for a very long time, and I said to myself that when I was going to go book shopping I had to get 1 non-fiction book. I wasn't allowed to get all fiction, I had to get 1 non-fiction, and I ended up choosing one I'm very excited to read. So I might as well start off with a non-fiction whilst I'm mentioning it, and that is A Brave New Girl by Chloe Brotheridge. I read The Anxiety Solution by Chloe a couple of years ago now, and this is her second book, and this is all about confidence. So it says 7 simple steps to confidence, and I've wanted this for a while as somebody who is kind of confident, but I'm definitely not as confident as I want to be or as I used to be when I was younger. And I really like Chloe's writing. She is a therapist, and obviously her first book is kind of all about anxiety, and this is more about confidence, and I'm very looking forward to seeing what I think. She usually has some really good exercises as well, and I like her writing, and the advice is very good, so I'm very much looking forward to reading this. And this was one of the books that I wanted to buy, like when I eventually went book shopping. This is definitely one of the first books I wanted to buy this year, so I finally have it now and I'm very much looking forward to reading it. And then I got 2 fiction books, and I got a YA and I got an adult contemporary. So the YA that I got is Full Disclosure by Cameron Garrett, and this is a book I have wanted to read for ages. What I have seen of it, it's not like super, I haven't seen like loads and loads of people talk about it, but I have heard good things from what I have seen, and I am very much looking forward to it. This is about our main character who is HIV positive, and apparently there's a lot of theatre references in here, and I wouldn't quite go far to say I'm a theatre geek, but I do love theatre, musical theatre. It's something that I very much enjoy, so I'm very much looking forward to picking this up. And I hardly have any YA on my physical TBR at the moment, so it's nice to kind of introduce a little bit more into my physical reading. And then lastly, I got A Theatre for Dreamers by Polly Sampson, and I talked about this a little bit in a couple of videos previously, and the paperback came out earlier this year. It was either last month or maybe beginning of this month, as it was originally released in hardback last year, and I found this book randomly last year, and I knew I had to read it. And from what I gather, it is a historical fiction set in 1960s Greece on a little island, and it's basically about this island where all these like artists and poets and painters and musicians and writers all live together, and it just gives me vibes of Under a Dancing Star by Laura Wood, which is why I want to pick this book up. And also it's another historical fiction, so yes, I haven't heard anything about this book. I've only read reviews like online and stuff, like on Goodreads and on Waterstone's website and all that sort of thing, so this is probably one of the ones I'm most excited for on this list. I don't know when I'm going to get to it, maybe more like summertime, because I feel like it's a perfect summer read. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to picking this one up as well. So this is my little book haul. I'm very pleased with my purchases. I did spend a little bit more money than I was intending to, because unfortunately none of these were on like the little deals, like the buy one get one half price, because they're all from different areas, from different genres. But I must admit I was very surprised that there wasn't as many new releases in the shop as I was hoping there would be, especially in the YA section. So that was kind of disappointing to a certain extent, but I've already pre-ordered most of my most anticipated releases for the year, so I know that they are coming soon. But yes, this is my little book haul, and I did go into Superdrug and Boots to just pick a few things up, some few things that I needed, like razors and conditioner, and I'll show you a few other things that I got. So I got some eyelashes because, like I said before, it's my friend's birthday in a couple of weeks and we get to have a little garden party, so we're going to dress up, and the theme is extra extravaganza, so you know, we go all out. So I got myself some lashes which are from Isla, and they are just super pretty and I really enjoy lashes. And then I got a brow pencil, and I've never had a brow pencil before because I don't tend to do my brows because obviously I've got a fringe and you only see my eyebrows for a couple of weeks before they disappear underneath my fringe, and also my eyebrows are very light anyway. But this is from the XX Revolution and I've never seen this before, and this is also in blonde. If anybody knows of any good like brow products, especially mainly pencils for blonde people, like please leave your recommendations in the description and make sure that they're cruelty free as well. That would be amazing, because I feel like I really struggle to find blonde eyebrow products that actually suit my hair. Like my hair is more strawberry blonde, but I just find it really hard to find eyebrow products that work for me because of my hair colour. So if anybody knows of any good recommendations that are cruelty free, please leave them in the comments, because that would really help me out. And then that's kind of all my little haul. So I did very much enjoy it, and I was really glad that town wasn't as busy because I was a little bit nervous about there being loads of people, but luckily it was okay. So yes, that is my little haul, and I think I'm actually going to wrap this vlog up here. So I feel like this vlog is a little bit shorter than my other vlogs have been, but then again, last time I said that my vlog was just as long, so we'll see what happens when I'm editing this. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course before I close out this vlog I will give you a little reading wrap up. So I finished one book this week, which is The Other Bennett Sister by Janice Hadlow, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. My favourite book of the year so far, one of my all-time favourite books, one of my all-time favourite Pride and Prejudice retellings. Highly, highly recommend if you are looking for more Pride and Prejudice retellings. Like, you will not be disappointed and do not be intimidated by the size. This book is absolutely brilliant. I love it with all my heart, and I can definitely see myself rereading it soon. I actually really want to just pick it up now and reread it all over again because I loved it so much. But really, really love this book and cannot recommend it enough. Then I started reading Mansfield Park by Jane Austen, and I don't know if I've read any more since I last updated you. I don't know if I updated you this morning. No, I don't think I did update you this morning. I can't remember. Oh, I did update you this morning. Sorry, ignore me. I don't even know anymore. Who knows? But I'm on page 24, which is chapter 4, so I do want to do some more reading tonight. But yeah, from what I have read so far, I'm really enjoying it and enjoying the audiobook as well. So this is a book that I've started. And then I'm still reading Slam by Nikita Gill, and I've not read any more since I last updated you guys on this as well. So yes, that is my little haul. That is my reading wrap up. That is the end of this vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it might be a little more higgledy-piggledy than my other vlogs usually are. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and let me know in the comments if you have been to the bookshop recently and if you ended up getting any books. Obviously, I know it depends on where you are in the world at the moment and the situation that you are in, but especially I know if you are in the UK, bookshops are now have been open for a week from when I'm filming this video, which is very exciting. So let me know if you did go to the bookshop and if you got any books, and if you are excited to read them in the comments below. I would love to know. As always, if you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up, as it really does help me out, and make sure that you click that subscribe button if you would like to see more bookish videos from me, and also press the notification bell so you will be noted every time I post a new video. As always, my social media and my Goodreads will be linked in the description if you want to go and check them out for more bookish content that you will not find on this channel. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!